Hi guys, Stephanie Jiroch here from Flirt With Life, a premier coaching company dedicated to empowering women from around the world. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about social proof and your self-worth. So, have you ever sat up at night or even woken up really early in the morning and the first thing you do or the last thing you do of the day is check your phone to see how many likes you have, maybe on a status or a photo that you posted recently? I know that I've done it in the past. I still sometimes do that. It's the first thing I check. And I'll get on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and I'll try to see how many likes I have. And something that I'm noticing that most women are experiencing with these online social sites is that we're creating validation and self worth out of social proof. This doesn't always go hand in hand. So, a lot of times we'll question ourselves to see if we're worthy or if people even like us or if we have friends or if what we do is important because nobody is liking our stuff or they're not liking it enough. So if you've ever felt disappointed when you've gotten less likes than you anticipated, or if you're not getting as many comments or interactions on your pictures or posts, then this is for you. A lot of times, women will experience low self-esteem and low validation in who they are because they question what it is they bring to the world. I'm noticing this with my entrepreneur friends, a little bit of comparison game going on, and I'm also noticing it with mass media and the mass general public as well. So we start to associate who we are and how we do things and validate who we are by our social engagement, and this is not always the best choice. So if you're questioning who you are and if you're good enough, I have a couple simple steps for you to take that will kind of get you out of that social proof self-worth hell and get you back on track to realizing just how amazing you are. So the first thing I recommend, step number one, is to take a break. I love detoxes. I think they're super important. And this is a chance for you to detox off social media. So many people have a hard time doing this, and I understand it's addicting. But at the same time, it also provides you space to explore areas of your life that maybe have been neglected or that you want to kind of retouch base with. So, for example, you can either go cold turkey and stop 100%, or each week you can wean off one social site and do that for 4 weeks for that site. So let's say week number one, you wean off Facebook, but you're still using Twitter and Instagram. So then week number two, you're off Facebook, but you wean off Twitter, but you still keep Instagram. See where I'm going? So that way, by the end of the 4 weeks, you'll be off all of them. You spend another 4 weeks off them, and then you can maybe come back. So many people take vacation 2 weeks out of the year, and if you're not, then you should be. And I highly recommend it for social media as well. Everyone needs a break. Everyone needs to take a time out, and this is your opportunity to do that. The next thing I want you to look at is to be honest with your desires for using that social platform. So many people use platforms not knowing or having an intention for why they're using it. So if you're using Facebook just to post pictures of your kids, that's great, and maybe you don't need a lot of likes. But if you're posting maybe, let's say, an article or a service you provide and you're not getting interaction, that's a different intention or goal for your post than just posting about your life. So be honest with your desires and your intentions when you use a medium and get clear so that way your expectations are clear when you're not receiving or are receiving a certain amount of likes, hearts, or comments. Next, I want you to take a look at your real life relationships. So many women use social media as a mask to cover up what it is that they desire in life. And so instead of calling your family members or sending the card or actually having a one-on-one face interaction, most people will start to use social media for those. And it creates a little bit of distance. So if you've noticed yourself a little distant from your partner, coworkers, family members, friends, take a moment from social media, stop all the liking, and pick up the phone and make a real face-to-face connection, because I promise you that's going to give you a lot more fulfillment and joy in life than a bunch of likes and hearts. Next, I want you to get a hobby. Here's a big newsflash. Social media is not a hobby. It is a fun pastime for some, but it can become addicting. So, what I want you to do is get offline and then I want you to get into a hobby. So, whether you are spending time hiking, knitting, pinning, maybe you've all those pinnings that you've been doing on Pinterest, you can actually do some of them, arts and crafts, recipes. Spend a little time offline doing the things that you once enjoyed and get back to a slower pace because a lot of times there are so many things that are happening online, so many posts, so many new things in your newsfeed that it can be overwhelming and we start to compare ourselves to what everyone else is doing. When in fact, all you need to do is just get offline and spend a few minutes with yourself every day doing something you enjoy and that brings you pleasure. And I can promise you that the anxiety that you have around your self-worth and validation will diminish because you're no longer relying on the social proof to quote unquote prove who you are or what you provide. So I'd love to hear from you. If being online has become a drag, or if you notice yourself wanting to take a break from being online, post a comment below and let me know why and some of the things you do to combat the fact that you're constantly maybe comparing yourself to others online. If you have any other information or comments or questions for me, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at stephanie@stephaniejiroch.com, and I would love to hear from you soon. And have a beautiful day.